What is up, everyone? It is Lovenji Gaming, and I am here with a map that I don't really think I've ever actually played. So this will be an interesting cast for me. The map is Two Islands, and this is part of a Best of X series show match hosted by Populous The Beginning channel on YouTube. And yeah, so the X represents a number of games. They're doing this by time as opposed to an agreed number of games. So they're playing until they run out of time. This is currently game 4. The score is 2-1. He's throwing a little hissy fit about the one brave start, even though there is a convert. Anyway, what was I saying? Completely derailed me. The score is currently 2-1 to Team 1. They took a pretty harsh loss on 2-2, but it was to be expected. They did take the weaker side. But they are back and looking for vengeance. So let's introduce the players, shall we? Even though it's the same ones, same colours. Representing Team 1, the host of this little show match, host of his own YouTube channel, and he has been streaming these games live, so we'll probably have his commentary uploaded at some point. Playing as the Blue Tribe, it is Clan Asgard's Sub-Zero, also known as Craig. His ally, standing strong. Playing as the Red Tribe in the red... Well, I don't even know if this is a red position because I've never played this map, but playing as the Red Tribe, it is Clan Overpowered's Babo. Their opponents, off the high of their last victory. Playing as the Yellow Tribe, it is Clan Asgard's Ahmed. And last, but most certainly not least, Clan Asgard's Keith52, playing as the Green Tribe. Now, of course, there was plenty of discussion going back and forth between the two teams as to why they won the 2-on-2 and how not fair that map is. There might be a little bit of that. But either way, I suspect both teams will be rushing towards the middle. There's plenty of wildmen there, plenty of trees, and something is in this stone head. Lord knows what. Got a couple of Braves just jumping around. Be interesting to see how the players build here. There seems to be a reasonable amount of wood. Early tower coming out from Babo here. What I like about this map is the shape is not going to let you build very many. Basically, you're not building in a big square, which you tend to see in a lot of maps. Everyone's like, I've got all my huts in a nice big square and all my pops here. Certainly not going to let you do that on this map. The land shape is very unusual, very odd. It's going to be quite difficult to build. I would say it requires a little bit of sharing, but it doesn't look like Keith52 is in the mood for sharing. He's building here, he's building around here, and he's building up here as well. So I guess he's leaving this little bit for Ahmed. We'll see if Team 1 divides it a little bit better. I don't think so. Craig hasn't done anything with towers to try and expand himself. He's just building around his core. Don't think you need fire warriors too early on this map. The risk of FWs hitting you hard early. A little bit low. Keith's managed to snag a couple of cheeky wildies. Both shamans dancing on the coast trying to get that maximum range land bridge. There you go. Just about managed to stretch his LB over there. Now, I want to see them contest the middle first. They can always get this later when it's safe, but they're racing against the other team. And yes, early to secure the middle is Team 1. Just like I was hoping for. Say hoping for, that makes me sound unbiased. I'm a little bit biased. One of these players, the host of this great show match idea, trying to increase the competitivity. Words. Trying to increase competitive play. Ahmed has broken an alliance with Keith52, and that's to perform the blast trick, and there you go. Sorry, that is a different type of blast trick. You can unally your ally and blast them over. Craig's paused to call them cheats. I'm sure in jest. Babo says it's good play. Keith says it's smart. Yeah, you'll see players doing this all the time. They will unally, blast each other to get lifts and bonuses, and then ally up again. So yeah, Keith's running around clearing stuff up now that his shaman's been blasted into a position, but it does mean that she's going to be stuck there. She's technically stuck on that island until Ahmed saves her, or she casts a land bridge. And there you go. Ahmed saved her. Got her back. Retrieved the shaman so that she's not just stuck out of the action. Equally important when you give your ally a boost like that you do in fact help them get their shaman back, otherwise she's just stuck out of position. Be interesting to see what Team 1 is planning. Babo's not doing too much of anything right now. Team 2 made their first play, which was to disrupt this prey and kill all those Braves. Very smart play there by those guys to take them down. And we're going to be looking to see how everyone builds. It looks like Ahmed was able to fit quite a few huts there after all. So it looks like this land looks a lot bigger and a lot smaller in the world view than it did on the ground. So you can actually fit quite a few huts there. Craig and Babo are connecting to the middle. Nice land bridge, mate. Interesting little building bug. A building will be jumped onto the original height of the land, so if you place a tower on high ground and that high ground gets flattened down, but the plan survived, the Brave will then jump the tower back to its original height, which is what you can see happening here. You know, the land bridge was broken and made it unnecessarily flat, even though it was cast from a high ground point, and the Brave's just jumping it back up to the original height of the ground. Babo's completely dismantled a hut here. Whoops. It looks like Team 2 are here, and they are going to be challenging the high ground hill. Good to see Craig rolls down the hill. Oh, and a nice proximity blast from Keith is going to get him into the water. Now, Keith has been knocked off the high ground, which means he is at risk from going down from Babo. He needs to watch Ahmed, unfortunately. Ahmed is buying Keith time to get back up on the hill. And yet, Babo's now been pushed onto the low ground by a ghost army as well. And that is Babo dead. Ahmed does go down, but it leaves Keith52 alive. Fortunately, fire warriors were on hand, and one of them gets into the tower just in time. That ghost army is going to pull them out, but at least it's slowing Keith's progress down. Babo manages to get the fire warrior back into the tower in time. Keith has to throw down another ghost army to strip the tower of the fire warrior. Keith52 throws down additional ghosts to try and distract this fire warrior. And it's worked. He's a little bit distracted, but Craig is here. Craig has since respawned the ghost army. Not terribly effective. Craig replies... Keith replies with a ghost army of his own. Earthquake from Keith onto the front path, and it gets a really nice cut. We need to be seeing a land bridge come out from Team 1, and there it is. Babo forced to use one of his land bridges to reconnect them before they lose their entire strip. It's an interesting map, though. I like the fact that the shape of the land doesn't just let everyone build a square-shaped base. Interestingly, the back door is very close, and I'm sure Babo is aware of that. Babo has played this map before. Oh no, wait. This is not... Never mind. This would be the closest back door, I suppose. Yes. I was thinking this was their base, but it's not. This is the middle. They have secured. They have started building them, but... Craig has once again managed to fall off the high ground, and Ahmed's taking advantage of that by getting a great blast onto the Shaman, and she is in fact dying. These Fire Warriors are going hands up for no reason. And Lord knows where they're going. They're going on a magical journey away from Ahmed's Shaman. Babo is up and walking across. Good to see. I don't know what he was doing, actually. Have to be honest. It's looking likely. I mean, you can see a warrior training hut out from Craig already. It's looking very likely that we'll see a land bridge from here to here, straight into the heart of the enemy base. And I'm noticing that that is a distinct blue-red advantage, that this goes directly into their base, whereas doesn't really go as directly into the blue-red base. Something to be mindful of. So, with both Team 1 Shamans alive, they are looking to take control of the middle ground. Keith has been building towers on here, as has Ahmed. Ghost army out from Keith does distract the Shaman. Even more ghosts coming out. You find players love their ghost armies. Remember, it is a spell that still costs mana, guys. I know you're having fun pushing Shamans around, but... Oh no! Oh no! Keith does go down though. Craig manages to pick Keith up into the tornado. I wasn't sure if that was Babo getting killed by Craig or by Keith there. It looked like a little bit of both. Fire Warrior in the guard tower is shooting out. Needs to be cleared with Ghost Army. Craig blasts a second too early. Actually clears his own ghost from the tower instead of the Fire Warrior. But he's got warriors, which means he can now start to challenge these towers. Ahmed does have warriors of his own. Very important to have troops on a map like this. The populations aren't huge, so all of this tornado damage is opening up the way for troops. Be nice to see these guys finish out the building of their base. Ahmed is on the low ground and is currently being threatened. I would like to see some... I guess this must be Magical Shield, right? 'Cause that's Magical Shield, I think. I hope. Craig gets caught not paying attention to his Shaman, gets tagged by a light. Ahmed has been very on point with his lights this entire series. Absolutely phenomenal. Lakai comes out from Ahmed. Earthquake onto the defense, lowers the ground. Particularly annoying, but not devastating. Warrior run by onto Quakes. Quakes Warrior Twinning Hut. Sorry, I can't talk today. It seems every one of my casts has had a mispronunciation of some sort in it. Warriors run by into Craig's Warrior Training Hut, although they turn around at the arrival of Babo's Shaman. Babo's trying to get Ahmed to fall into the water. Oh, just about misses it. Ahmed's being very good about cancelling his rolls with Blast. If your Shaman's rolling and you cast a spell, your Shaman will stop rolling the rolling animation to perform the cast spell animation, which is how you cancel rolling. Now, Keith52 was making his strong push in, got a couple of building kills with Tornado, but does eventually go down. Looking at the position of the warriors, the side attack that we were talking about is coming. Lightning from Ahmed. Well placed. Ahmed really hasn't missed any of these lights. Oh! Keith. And Craig being very cautious. Oh, he gets... Ahmed goes down to the Fire Warriors. Keith52 is now starting to pray for the Stonehead in the middle. Now, I think we figured out its magical shield. Craig casts that. On stream, he looked down at his keyboard, so I think that that was a hotkey problem. Just a guess. Now, 3 Braves is not 6. It is not enough to pray to the magical shield. But here's the other 3. Now, I'm noticing these warriors patrolling at the back of the base, and even more warriors are being trained. Now, we called it out that this is a very easy avenue of attack for Team 1, and I strongly suspect that they will start to do it soon. This has been covered in towers and is very hard to push, and down goes Craig to Fire Warriors. And it's only going to get harder to push the more fortified that it gets. However, you can just create more paths, and in creating more paths, you can alleviate single points of pressure. So this being a very big single point of pressure. Now, the downside is that Craig's warrior training hut is on the front lines, and he hasn't built a second one. Which means, you know, he'll be able to side with those warriors, but it will be the last thing he ever does. Because he'll lose his warrior hut almost immediately after. So plenty of warriors, and as you can see, Babo is moving over, so this means Babo is going with the land bridges now. 1 land bridge. 2 land bridges. He needs more width out of these land bridges. 3 land bridges. He's got 4 land bridges. The 5th land bridges. The 5th land bridges is going to be the one that connects. I swear, I cannot talk. Now, there was a Fire Warriors in those huts. By the looks of it, they came charging out, perhaps too swiftly. Going to be seeing an earthquake coming out from Babo. Craig, pull your troops back. Craig, pull your troops back. Oh, good. Babo managed to get the earthquake deep enough in. Ahmed shows up, like Ahmed does, and gets a great light onto the troops. Both shamans trade lights, and neither shaman finds the kill. Keith52 has taken control of the middle entirely. As a result, Craig has lost his warrior training hut, as we predicted. This warrior run-by is not going to be terribly affected. Most of it got killed by Ahmed's shaman. Lightnings. He finally finds the kill. Babo finds the kill onto Ahmed's shaman. Now Craig has to defend against Keith. Keith is going to be trying to push in. There's plenty of warriors, plenty of fire warriors here for Keith, but Babo is now in their base. Earthquake does go down from Babo. I can't imagine he's got terribly great mana generation though. So I don't know how much more devastating spells his shaman's going to be up to. But a nice few blasts here and there. Wouldn't it be great if they had warrior training huts now? Babo has built 1 warrior training hut. He's not training any warriors out of it yet. Craig manages to nail Keith52 with a light, and that means Craig can launch an assault to take back the middle. And if Craig successfully takes back the middle, this could be good for Team 1. Team 1 might actually have sort of negated the disaster that was their early game. Good blast trick from Babo. His shaman's still alive. Oh, he gets a tornado onto 1 last large hurt. Babo has done significant damage to Ahmed. Ahmed is going to be the weaker of the 2 tribes. That means Ahmed's going to be charging lights, but Ahmed's kind of already been doing that anyway. Craig cannot cast a spell here. He has to beat this Brave in a fist fight, which he does. He knows he has to be patient. But Ahmed has been significantly weakened by that back door, or side door. I don't know what kind of door it was. Look at all these fire warriors coming out from Babo. Plenty of warriors being trained now. It'd be nice to see a second warrior training hut. Really just start to troop down that path. The middle has kind of been secured again. There's lots of towers here, but they're all empty. Towers are all empty. And the good thing is that... Oh, Craig just walks in through the front. Lose track of Craig completely. I told you all these towers were empty, and I completely missed the shaman. There is the shaman. Firestorm onto 4 huts. It's the beautiful thing that you like to see. Keith52's warrior training hut is exposed. Craig throws down one Earthquake. Craig throws down a second Earthquake. Team 1's pretty much going to be knocked out of the game from this one. Look at all that damage, all that population that's going down. Ahmed's going to be reduced to next to nothing. Babo just has to camp and hold out. But this is what I was talking about the unfair advantage, because Team 1 has really lost nothing by doing this attack, because even if Team 2 starts to come down this path, they're only just coming to the middle, which, you know, wasn't too much to begin with anyway. But I spoke too soon. Ahmed finds a light onto the red shaman. Babo's frontline warrior training hut is not going to get built. It's in fact going to get lighted instantly. When I said another warrior training hut, I meant, like, you know, here. Not here. But anyway. Lights coming out from Ahmed to try and clear some of these huts. Should be said that Ahmed did have good population before that attack, so he's still holding on to spells. He throws out one Earthquake. And he gets good damage for that. Gets a lot of population with it, which is nice to see. Keeping the game competitive with a good counter Earthquake. I'd still say Team 1 have an advantage, but at least Team 2 are striking back. The problem is the position that Ahmed is in, spells that he is spending, he will not be able to get back easily. All three other players, yes, including Keith, are still on a reasonably decent population. Ahmed is working with crumbs at the moment. And here we go. Expanding from Babo towards the middle. It looks like Babo's going to open up another path into Keith52's base. He's going to build along it at the same time, but he's going to strike down Keith52, hopefully. We've got land bridges coming out of Keith. He's going to side Craig. Like I said, you know, this is much longer for them. Keith needs to be mindful because Babo is going for a backdoor onto him. I did say this would be the backdoor, sort of. There's a lot of action going on here. This is a very dangerous game. First side to make a mistake is going to be the side that loses here. You don't understand. Maybe you do. If you play Populous, you'll have an appreciation for how tense this situation has become. Keith goes forward with the Firestorm and he gets Craig's Shaman. Perfectly timed by Keith. Manages to get the Shaman, knock her into the water. Now, Babo is going to backdoor Keith52, so Keith has to survive this. He has to do as good damage back as is about to be done to him. That's the second Firestorm. Now, it's starting to look good, but he needs to be careful because if he takes too much damage... Babo was smart. He's trained warriors. Ahmed is actually retreating to defend Keith52, which is a smart play because Ahmed doesn't really have the population to be mounting huge offenses of his own from all the damage that he'd taken earlier. And there you go. Lightning onto Babo, finds the kill. Ahmed's Shaman clears it up perfectly. And now we're in an interesting game position because Keith has unloaded his mana. He has died, but he's unloaded. And now, I still say I favour Team 1. Be just looking at the bases. Craig's still got a lot of huts. Babo's still got a lot of huts. But Ahmed is coming down this path. Now that is Magical Shield, and it has been secured by Keith52. Now there's not very much counterplay to Magical Shield, because Hypnotize is turned off. As is Swamp. So Keith now has a Magical Shield which he can utilize on warriors or fire warriors to ensure the death of a shaman. Now, the next play has to be done strategically. Lots of warriors coming in from Keith52 to try and sweep up this frontal defense. Sub-Zero is going towards Babo's backdoor. Haha, nice. And he's going there with a whole lot of ghosts. Trying to push Ahmed out of Babo's backdoor. Haha, nice. He's got a couple of fire warriors there as well. Now it looks like Babo is giving up on his own backdoor, and he's going to secure the middle with his warriors. Keith52 using Landbridge to expand his own backdoor. Nice. And give himself plenty of space to put his huts. Sorry, I'm being so childish, and I know I shouldn't be. But anyway, we've got Sub-Zero at the back door. He is protecting himself with a bunch of Fire Warriors, which are going to take out the Fire Warriors. And Ahmed, he throws out a lightning onto Keith52, but Keith52 has learned to stop walking in a straight line, which he was doing earlier on in the game. He throws a lightning back out and actually clears up a couple of Fire Warriors as a result of that. Where is Babo? Babo is mid, and he is looking to secure it. He's got a whole bunch of warriors as well. Ahmed is floating around in the middle of their own base, doing nothing, really. He might have just done a land bridge to expand himself, but other than that, he's not really contributing. He's got the lights, but he needs to be in a position where the shaman is. Now, Babo is just going to take the middle with a whole lot of warriors. And that could probably result in him pushing down the side door once again. Lightning's traded. Both shamans go down. Lots of warriors coming towards the side. But Ahmed's shaman's going to be there to clear them up. Shame Babo didn't pull those warriors back. Babo's trying now, but it's too little too late. He needs to be controlling his shaman, because otherwise his shaman's going to go for a roll into the water. This is it. Death for the shaman. No, Babo throws out the land bridge. That was a smart play, because the shaman was going to die regardless. If he didn't, he manages to even save some of the warriors as well. Lightning from Babo onto Ahmed's shaman. Ahmed goes down. Babo's got an opportunity to attack, and he takes it. Lots of warriors coming through. Craig's got Fire Warriors patrolling, and he is making his way towards Babo's back door again. Going to stand Guardian over it as Babo launches the aggression. Starts to attack. Ahmed's got plenty of Fire Warriors patrolling on high ground. These warriors are going to get softened up and really badly injured. Babo's shaman is going to blast, take out one of his own warriors, but also help clear these Fire Warriors out. Eventually the warriors make their way in. Tornadoes coming out from Keith52. It's magically shielded Fire Warriors. Failed to get the kill. How does Keith lose the duel with magically shielded Fire Warriors on his side? Absolutely phenomenal. Only Keith52 could lose a Shaman duel with the support of magically shielded Fire Warriors. And now Babo is into Keith52's base. He throws down a Firestorm, he throws down one Earthquake. Can he throw down more spells before he goes down? He actually manages to catch Ahmed, who was trying to kill him. Now, is Babo able to do even more damage here? Keith52 is once again going to the back door. He's completely ignoring the Shaman that's still in his base. Did Ahmed tell him that Babo is still alive, or does he care? I don't know, but what remains of the magically shielded Fire Warriors is now being cleared up. Babo cast an Earthquake on what remains of the large huts. Lightning's being traded as Keith and Craig duel at the back door. Troops running around everywhere. Keith pulls off a huge warrior run by onto the middle. That's so many warriors. It'll be Keith's last gasp, his desperation play, if you will. Fire Warriors are still trying to clear up Babo's Shaman. Keith almost goes down to another group of Fire Warriors, which would have been very entertaining. It looks like Babo has finally died in the middle of Keith's base. He had no spells left to cast, and so just let his Shaman die to the Fire Warriors. Which means eventually he'll respawn. But Keith's into his base now. You'll probably see a Firestorm from Keith, I expect. One Earthquake. No, it looks like all those warriors that Keith trained has really hit his mana. He doesn't have the Firestorm available. Core camps Babo on the respawn. Well played by Keith52. But all these warriors, they're running by the puddle. Keith! Craig is proximity blasting them all down. And this huge warrior run by has all just been cleaned up by Keith. By Craig, even. One very good play by Keith, followed by one very bad one as he runs all of his warriors directly past Craig's Shaman. This huge warrior push just dies. Now this game is actually still shaping up to be reasonably close. Babo has got warriors in Keith's base, causing a bit of a hustle. Babo is definitely weak as a player. He has taken a lot of damage, and Ahmed's starting to rebuild, so he might even be weaker than Ahmed at this point. But Craig has been untouched virtually all game. So, whilst Ahmed, Keith, and Babo have all taken a hit, Craig hasn't really. And that means he has got the mana to work with. He has got the mana to make a big power play. Good blast. Sends his ally flying forward. Lightning to clear out Ahmed's Shaman. Now Keith52 throws out a light. Doesn't find the kill. Babo saves himself with a land bridge, even though it wasn't really needed. Nice blast trick out of Babo. Another blast. Follow up onto Keith52. Both Shamans still alive. Craig finds the light and Babo steals the kill with the blast, but Craig is now into the base. And remember, Craig is the one who hasn't been damaged. Craig is going to unload a full arsenal of spells here. That's the first Firestorm. Keith's trying to get his population the heck out of there. Craig's throwing down ghost armies. He's doing that to be cautious, just making sure that he is checking these large huts for Fire Warriors. Clearing up large huts with tornadoes as well. Nice mana efficient way to do it. He needs to be careful. He throws down the Firestorm before he dies. There you go. There were Fire Warriors hiding in that one. The one hut he didn't check, there were Fire Warriors in there. But he does get the other Firestorm off as well. Keith is now down to just a few huts. Especially if Craig controls this group of warriors. We'll send at least one over here. Come on, there we go. So the control of middle has been lost by Team 2. Ahmed has just started rebuilding, but in that time, Keith's lost his old base. So now it's Keith's turn to get all the lights, and Ahmed's turn to try and carry. Meanwhile, as time goes on, Babo is going to get stronger. As he starts to expand towards the middle, you can see he's got 1, 2, 3 hut plans in the middle. He's even not carrying. Keith's getting into his base. He knows Keith doesn't have that much mana. Oh, what a luck! I couldn't even. I was like, what a, and then was trying to find the word. Oh, there's a beautiful comedic irony in Keith52 complaining about the luck of another player. Ahmed sank in what was land, but then was water that then was land again. It's a bit weird. And he goes down. He casts off one more earthquake, but Craig tags him with a lightning, and he actually goes down. Now look at this huge troop run-bys from Craig. He senses victory, and I do think this is going to be victory for Team 1. I think they're going to go up to 3-1 in the scoreboard. Earthquake from Babo just before he goes down. Onto the Warrior Training Hut, which is the most important building in this game at this point in time. Warriors are so important at killing out that last little bit of population, making sure the enemy die. E52's got plenty of Fire Warriors in huts. Craig has Firestorm something. He also died. Probably Firestorm troops, but did it a touch too late. We've got Ahmed clearing up the troops non-stop, but it doesn't matter. There's so many paths that Warriors are just finding their way in no matter what. There's Warriors over here, there's Warriors over here, there's troops everywhere. Team 2 are slowly bleeding out here. I'd probably recommend that they would surrender at this point. Babo's even building aggressively onto Keith's land to try and secure this for himself. Catches Keith trying to go up a hill. Blast onto a Fire Warrior. Everyone calls out the GGs. Earthquake from Babo. Ahmed surrenders, and Keith should surrender just after the Shaman duel. And there you go. Keith has also surrendered. And that is it. Team 1 go up 3 games to 1 in this Best of X show match.